Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn here with our Grand Teeth in hard mode in update 5. Corn is growing, doing well. The stuff is working. I've been looking at this, trying to figure out what to do with it and how to sort it out, and there is an easy quick fix for it, and that is to just leave both floodgates open and not worry about it, because providing both are open and we have these sources on the side here, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It doesn't overflood. It doesn't seem to backfill. So it seems okay. The water's still blue down here, which is quite interesting. If I come down, the water's still blue in the ends there, and it gets sort of more here. That is not actually being transmitted between the two. That's just purely because of the floor. I'll bring it up. See. Yeah. So we're still getting some water out of this, which is nice. You see, it's kind of flowing, it's ebb and flowing. The issue we're going to have with this is the same issue that we have on the Folktales version of, because we're pumping water out, it's going to cause it to raise and lower, which is going to cause waves. Now, the only real ways we can deal with that is to limit the amount of water that comes in. But I don't think we necessarily need to do that. 1 5 wide gap cannot deal with this. We know that 1 5 wide gap can't deal with all these. We need to be kind of 7 wide, and that would require a lot of work to make it 7 wide. So yeah, the easiest fix is to just open both these sides and just let it and let the water flow, and that's fixed it, and that's fine. However, there were some suggestions to try the Sky Storm approach, which is something that I don't do because I mean it's useful. The Sky Storm approach is basically you create a V, you cut a V into your flows, and when water flows, when it's flowing here, so when it's on this block here, so let me get a when it's on this block here, it wants to flow this way and that way. So it will flow evenly this way and evenly that way if it was flat land. But because it's down this way, it will flow this way more than that way. Which makes sense. It wants to go downhill. That makes sense. So if you cut out a V in here, the water in this block will flow evenly left and down, or right and down. It'll flow that way and that way evenly because this will be lower down. Which means the water from this block flows this way as well because it's a V shape, and it compresses the water, which makes the water flow faster. It's the same amount of water, but it's a higher flow rate. So we could try that here. I don't think it's going to work because I don't have a V cut in the bottom of this. I think you need it all the way along for it to work. So you need to channel your water all the way down. So we have to build this up and channel it all the way down to the base, and then go into the base and cut a V shape into the whole thing. So it would be like this would be the deepest part, this would be 1 higher, this would be 2 higher, which requires a lot of work on this end here. And then because it hits a wall here anyway, I don't think it will work because it hits the wall here anyway, and it's just gonna back up. So I don't really think it's gonna have any effect here, but I want to give it a try because it's a suggestion. Chris B has suggested it several times that I should try this, and I haven't. So we're gonna give it a go. So what I'm going to do is, I think what I want to do is I want to do like that, and then I want to do like that and like that. So that will drop down by 1, this drop down 1, this drop down 1, and then that will become a V shape in there. This will become a V shape 1 tile lower, and this will become a V shape 1 tile lower, so it will be all the way down, even into it like that. So yeah. So let's get rid of those for a minute, and let's build some infrastructure in here. I want to do it with planks, and not a bridge, because we want to lean over the edges to build these. So we'll give it a try. We'll see how that works. That'll be fine there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this again a little bit just to see the water flowing. See, it creates a tide. Definitely creates a tide. And then when that tide goes all the way down and hits the wall at the end, it pushes back. Also, the source dies off because as you lower the water level, it starts coming out, and then it slows down because the amount of water that's in here lowers. So, that's it. With both of these open, The flow is fine. The flow. Both sides of this open. It's dried up. We can deal with this. We can deal with the amount of water that comes through. That's not a problem at all. And it is enough water as well to keep us, to keep the pumps going. So that's the fix. That's the fix. We just open both sides of this and we just let both sides go. And that's the fix. There's no problem at all with it whatsoever. So yeah. And if you want to get a bit more good water coming this way, we could always set it up so that, you know, during the bad tides, this one closes slightly and this one opens all the way, and then vice versa. So we push the good water this way and the bad water that way. So yeah. Zuigi also suggested that we could build channels on the side, like an overflow channel, so we have all the water flow one way, and just put an overflow channel that goes around. So all the water comes this way, pours down here, and then when it overflows, it goes back around. That or to some extent, you know, and we use mechanical pumps to keep the levels. And yeah, that would work as well. That would work. I do need to get in here and change this. I want to blow this all up. No, I want to make it deeper. I want to take all of this out, put it like 3 deep all the way around, then put it back in again, so that we're not having any bad tide come out the sides. Basically, that's the idea, and then rebuild up this side as well, so that we're not getting this area here. So, but we'll see. We will see how this is going to work. Yeah. See, if we do this here, you see the water. It's rising. It's rising again. Oh, is it going to flood over? Oh, slow down. Slow down. It might do. The problem is that it's the waves. It's when the water comes all the way down to the end here. It hits the end and starts pouring out. But because it can't, because it has to fill up all the way up to this point here, it then pushes back against it and then comes all the way back down to this end here, as waves do, then hits this wall, and this is where it doubles up because this is where the water's coming in. That's why this end floods and the other end doesn't. Yeah. This is going to be higher up anyway. Yeah. And if push comes to shove and it all ends up going terribly wrong, we could always figure out a way to make this 7 wide instead of 5 wide. That's the thing. If the condensing of the water does work here as well, if we can condense it so that it's higher flow, as was suggested by Chris as well, we could extend this out here just on the end, make it larger. So the water comes down and it spreads out before it pours away. So it's just got a place to. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I don't know. Don't know which way we're going to go with that. So we will see. We will see. I'm also not sure whether the time, the speed affects it. Whether that has you know, whether it calculates things correctly at the same speeds. Like running it at a lower speed might cause it to balance better, and running at a higher speed might cause it to ebb and wave worse. We've got another wave coming in. So, yeah. But we will try this. We will try this. We will find out what happens here. See how it goes. Obviously, our pumps are pumping. Doing their thing. Yep. Pumping rather slowly because there's very little water in there. It's all bad tide, but it's fine. We might be okay. We might be okay just like this, but we'll try things. We'll try some things. We'll see how it goes. Other things we want to do. I need to move these tanks. Because we need to. The extractor needs to be closer to this so that they're not running so far. It's not terribly far for them to go, and it was only a temporary setup anyway. I might move the tanks just up here. Let's put 2 will do. Do 1 for bad water, 1 for extract. There you go. Boom. Then we'll move these over to there. We seem to be using a lot of extract. Well, I think that's because we're doing a lot of explosive stuff. So, yeah. Okay. So let's see how this goes here. I could always fill this in to build the channel all the way down to the lower levels. I don't know whether that's going to work or not, but we'll see. we will see. We need to place those there. We want to place the dynamite here. And I needed to build the platforms here to do this rather than building a bridge, because although they can build directly under a bridge, they can't lean either side of a bridge because of the ropes. So, yeah. Okay, so we give this a try. We'll see how it goes. What else do we need to do? Right, we have explosives here, which are prepared for our... Sort down there. That's fine. They've got bad type down there. Doesn't matter. So what we want to do here is we want to have the hydroponic gardens in here. But I want 4. We want to go down by 2, and this is down by 3. So what I want to do is actually put in a warehouse at the bottom. Or 2, like this, which will store just the mushrooms by standard. Just the... and I want to refill that in, probably with ground. Doesn't really matter. We'll do it with ground. That. And then we want to put in the hydroponic gardens up top. Like that. Boom. And that is 8 of them, which is the same as 1 stack here of 8. Cool. And then we will do exactly the same thing on this side, where this is here, and then the center we will have a staircase that allows beavers to travel across and down to wherever they need to go to in here. So we can go down like that. They can start here. They can go up to the high levels, down to the low levels. They can get access to the roof. It will be basically a giant spiral staircase in here. Is the idea. Maybe. We need to get down to the bottom level as well. I hadn't really planned how to do this staircase. I'm kind of hoping I can blow the other side up and figure it out with a space in here. So we'll get to that. Okay. Would you please come and build this explosive? Thank you. Okay, get rid of that one. Put in a double explosive. Make this a priority. Come and build this, please. Put the other explosive there. Okay, right. Anything else we need? What else do we need? You're doing fine there. This is all right here. Okay, let's set these to be supply and supply. We need a better way for these to get down to here. So let's build. See, what I want to do here, I want to have like platforms on the back with the irrigation barriers underneath, because you can platform over the top of them. So let's unlock that for a minute, and then you'll see you can platform on the top. So that'll work there. And then there'll be a path along the top. Maybe we could have power coming down at certain places if we need it to. The power could come off of any of these because they're all connected and spiral down. So let's do that. Let's do be a duck on top like that. There we go. Okay, triple and double, and then a path can go along there. And yeah, we're blocking the entrances off for the minute, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what we're doing. Don't do that yet. So we'll build that there, and then we'll build these irrigation ones, which require treated planks and wood. We do have some treated planks, so that's okay. And we'll build them along here, which should stop the bad tide from spreading out here. It might still spread a little bit on the corners, because it does. Also, we don't need to. It's just purely that I want to because it looks bad. So, yeah. Okay. You're done over here. You are done over here now. Awesome. Right, remove that one. Put in that. Make that a high priority. You pick up that as well. We'll blow that up and see what that does. We're not flooding. We are going right up and back down again, but we're not flooding. So, also very concerned at the amount of beavers that are hungry all the time. So. Yeah, I don't quite get that, but can't get all required materials, and you are too far away from a district centre, so we need to be able to get to these, because there's no way you can reach them. Can we get up on top of this here? Get up on top of those buildings, then we can actually reach the dirt to be put the dirt in. So, cool. Dirt's all been put in here. That's the thing for that. So and you're just working. Yeah. So okay. Can I set you as you are set to a supply? Empty and empty. Okay. Right. So let's try this. Let's try this here. So if we lay out this one, and this one, and we go boom, like that. Now what would happen is, said the water in this block here, instead of just flowing out down to this block, it will flow to this block, and this one will flow to this block, and then this one will flow to that block, which means in the center, you can see it, you can kind of see it actually. In the center, the water is flowing way faster than the rest. Way quicker than the rest. The problem is that it then ends up spreading out here anyway, because it spreads out. The channel doesn't continue down. So that's why I don't feel this is going to help us. However, what it may have done is channel the water to the center before it spreads out, which means that these overflow things on the side may not have been needed. It might have been okay without them, but what I can do is we can actually do like this, which channels the water all the way down to there. The problem to this is that we're getting sort of close to the edge here where the water is going to be flowing left, right, centre, but that's how you should do it. You should build it like this all the way down to the lowest point, and then have the channel be this V shape all the way along to the end. And that will speed the water up to the best you can do. And if you make it too wide, you can obviously put a water wheel in there. The water wheels in the center of it will be much higher because it's a much faster flow rate. The flow rate here on this block is much higher than the flow rates on these blocks, because the water that's coming out of this block here is going down to this block, and it's being split two ways. It's going to this one and this one. Then the water here is being split two ways again, which means that this one's getting 50%, that one's getting 50%, and 50% of that one, and this one. So all the water's channeled to the center, which makes the same amount of water, but just faster. I feel like I've just repeated myself twice. Sorry about that. I've just repeated myself twice. Redundancy. But yeah. And then we want to dig down further here. I might try and dig down all the way to the bottom to do the channel, and then just have the channel flat at the bottom, because it won't really affect us at all. It will still let us do things, so that means that's 1, 2, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. That. And that will channel all the way down to wherever we need to go to. I think we need to go further than that down anyway, so we'll have to do another series of patterns with that there anyway. So that's okay, but we'll blow the edges out, and then we're going to put in the platforms, and then it will let us build to the centerpieces. And yeah, so I want to blow the edges out all the way down to the lowest possible level I can do. Here, these are down at the lowest level we can get to. If I come under the map, see that is the bottom of the map. We can't go any further down than that, so cool. We'll do that. We'll blow the edges up, then we'll put the platforms in. Oh, we have overflow. Did that happen? That might have been the ripples from the explosions. The explosions would have obviously caused ripples down, and then they've come back again. So yeah. Okay, let's abandon this place. We don't need this anymore. Let's let you pick up the rest of the corn, then we'll abandon that one. The corn here is grown, so do you know what? Do you know what? Don't bother. Just abandon this place completely. You're all going to get injured and stuff that. Oh, you're going to be mushrooms, aren't you? Mushroom, mushroom. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Right, okay. Speed up time again. I think we'll be okay. We'll see. We'll see. It's kind of awkward when you make changes to it because the waves you create take a while to get down to the end and come back again. So it's a bit of a pain. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. Okay. How are we doing? How are we doing? You are done. Okay. So let's blow this up. Blow this up. That's going to cause the water, you see, flows, it ripples, it does all sorts of weird things. So, right, so we want to go 1 and 1, 2 and 2, 3 all the way. Don't actually know whether that's the ground level or not, but we'll continue like this and we'll see how it goes. So, right, okay. Okie dokie, okie dokie. You are emptied, so let's destroy you two. The bridge is done here, which is awesome. That means I can get rid of this road here completely. Yeah, we can just completely remove all of this. I need to leave. Do I need to leave there? No, I don't think I do. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Oh. Oh, oh, no, we need to reconnect those. Oops. There you go. Oh, okay. We definitely need the beavers, need the builders. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in there. Let's remove that. Just dynamite out this as far as we possibly can all the way along in one go so we can put the road in along the top. There's still access to our pumps. Our pumps do need moving at some point. We'll get to that. We'll get to the pump moving. See, look at this. Look, the water's flowing along and it's flowing much quicker this side because it's all being compressed. I don't know why it's flowing this side, not the other side. They're both the same depth and distance, but for some bizarre reason, let's do one over the other. Okay, let's detonate this one out. Let's detonate this one out. Bottom. Okay, and how are we now? Where are we? Where are we? We are two away from the edge. Okay. So that means 1 and 1, and then all the rest are 2s. Awesome. Then we can put in our platforms here. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Then we can reach in and do the next layer, and then we can reach into the center eventually, and everything will be awesome. Okay, okay. So stuff is happening. Stuff is doing the things here. Everything is working fine. Everything is beautiful. We just need more to go on here. We do have contamination beds, which are awesome. I like they don't use any extract when there's no beavers inside them, which is fantastic. We have one unwell beaver. Spent too much time with Timberborn. Well, it's fine for now, but we get sick in a few days. No, Ronjati. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Okay. Let's blow this up. Or off. And we'll go down another 3, I think. I think it's another 3. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know. I don't know. No. That was 3, so it's a 2. Yeah. It's a 3 and a 2. Also, this is using all our extract, which means we're going to probably use up all our extract again. Stop our beavers from growing, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, okay. Okay. Let me do this here, and we shall come back. In fact, no, look at the time. We will be back next episode. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We'll come back next episode. We shall continue from there. We'll see how this works here. Build this along here like this. Boom, and then a platform up to here, which is going to be a 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Yep. And 3. Probably don't need that center one there, because that's where our pumps are going to go, so we won't do the center one there. Okay. Okay, and we probably don't want to do these either, because we're a little close to the edge here. So we do not want to go anywhere near the edge there. Now I think about it. Don't do that. Stop there. That's, yeah, that's fine. Oh no, this is wrong. No. Okay, well, we shall be back next time, and we shall carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.